It starts with...
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to For the Gamers, a podcast for all the gamers out there. My name's Lee Wilson, and with me, as always, we have Brandon Harris.
Hi, Lee. It's a pleasure to be here. It's been a while, but I'm glad to be back.
It really has been a while. It's been like a month, maybe. What's been up since then? What's been going on with all your stuff?
Well, I know you're familiar with my situation where my prolific first creation, my first love, The Last Gun,
Right.
was copied savagely and put on the Steam store under the name The Last Bun.
Fuck.
For a long time, I had been trying to raise the funds through a GoFundMe to hire a lawyer to take these people down since Steam wouldn't respond.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been, gone internet dark. I've been a little bit off the grid because
dark, yeah.
Steam got back to me.
What'd they say?
They thanked me for notifying them of
As
the
they
issue,
should.
and they have taken The Last Bun off the Steam store. Thank you. I'm also proud. I'm really happy.
That is great news, Brandon.
This is a great day for gamers out there.
Justice has been served for the gamers, I think.
It really has.
I think we've really set a positive precedent.
I agree, and I appreciate the support, the pouring in of support from everyone, and I am happy that I can now devote my time back to the development for The Last Gun.
That's good. I think that's exactly where we need you. Nothing's happened in the last month. There's been no news.
There's just no news. It's
Yeah.
just a wasteland.
Yeah, nothing happened at all.
Everybody's playing, Apex Legends.
Yeah, and because of the lack of news, I think it's apt that we do a mailbag episode this week. Just kind of answer some questions from all the gamers out there.
That sounds great to me. I think gamers out there have a lot of good questions.
Yeah, they're really good at asking questions, let me tell you.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Hey, can I talk to you about something?
Yeah.
You started like a GoFundMe campaign for like the Last Gun.
Oh, for the lawyer, yeah.
Yeah, and all that went through, and you have that money.
Well, I do know that we got some emails for the show. I know we only have so much time, so maybe we should.
Yeah, I'm like a little short on cash. I'm gonna be kicked out of this house soon, and I wasn't able to pay for rent, and but yeah, I think you're right. We should get started.
Okay. Listen, I know everybody is concerned about the GoFundMe and where that fund is going and all that sort of thing. I'm not ready to make a statement yet.
Our first email comes from Toronto here. It reads, "Hey gamers, I've been thinking a lot about stuff lately. Just like really deep thoughts, and I was wondering if I could get your opinion on something. How do you get by living in a society? Sincerely, Biggles Ingleton from Toronto."
Wow, what a question.
What a question.
This is a deep thinker. I think we have...
yeah, I think it's like just like a thinking one that makes you think a lot.
Some of these gamers out here are really just philosophers of our time.
They have like really good thoughts about things.
I mean, like, what is a society? And what does it mean to live in a society?
Wow, I never would have even thought of that.
This reminds me of that movie, The Dark Knight.
Wow, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's the best movie of all time.
Yeah, it's probably the best movie. It happens to be a superhero movie, but I think it's the best movie that was ever created.
Yeah, I just, there's nothing that's ever even come close to the storytelling caliber of...
Yeah, it's probably the best movie.
Yeah, but there's this character in it, I'm sure you're aware, called the Joker.
Right, the Joker.
And the Joker makes a lot of very, like, claims and observations about society and the fact that we live in it.
That's a good point. I think it's a really good idea to compare our life to that one.
Yeah.
I think it's the same.
It's okay. Well, like thematically, it's very much the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I bring that up because our lives, or society, as society calls it, is full of rules, full of all these walls and these walls that we got to break through. And especially us as gamers, as people who have something that we enjoy and then we want to continue enjoy, often those societal walls just are right in the way, What it means to live in a society is to be in a room in which you cannot escape.
Wow. I think that means like a lot.
I think that means something.
I think what you said means something for sure.
Well, what about you? What do you think it means to live in a society, and how do you get by living in a society?
Well, I don't. But I think living in a society, you just have to like you have to do a lot of things and stuff, and like it's hard to do that, and for certain people.
Yeah.
Like the people who are really thinking about things and stuff.
Yeah.
That's hard.
You really have to like approach things logically to be able to notice it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the people who have really sat down to actually think about it,
like I think you and I notice it.
Yeah.
Like gamers probably notice it.
We really do live in a society.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about, can you name any plants?
You mean like a tulip? Like,
sure, but like what are their scientific names?
I guess not off the top of my head.
Okay. But if I like showed you like a swoosh, it was on a shoe. What does that mean?
Oh, that's Nike.
It's Nike, right?
Yeah.
If I were to show you some golden arches, what does that mean?
Oh, Mickey D's, McDonald's.
Yeah. So that says a lot about our society and what it means to live in it.
Wow. That says a lot.
Yeah.
About our society. And I think that leads into this next email that also comes from Biggles Ingleton from Toronto. And it reads, "Hey gamers, I've continued to think a lot about stuff and things, and it's very interesting and very cool. After just thinking a whole bunch, I have another question for you. What does everyone owe you today? Sincerely, Biggles Ingleton from Toronto."
Thanks, Biggles. That really does lead into this next question from the previous one,
Mm-hmm.
Because on top of what is society, what does it mean to live in society, we also got to think, what are we owed then? Us as gamers.
Yeah, what are the gamers owed?
I think we're owed good games.
Yeah.
I think the most.
Any game that's bad is probably an affront to us.
Yeah, because who's going to be spending their time playing those games? It's us, the gamers.
Right.
And so then if you don't make it good, you really need to conform to sort of an objective standard of what good is.
Right.
And what it means to have a good video game in order for all of us to not be wasting our time.
Yeah. I think that's a really good point.
We put a lot of trust in these companies to like generate our favorite hobby in our in our lifestyles, in our very lives.
Yeah, and they should make what we want.
And they should make what we want because we give them money. That's how the market works.
Right. We have the best ideas because we're playing the games.
We're the ones playing the games. We're the ones spending hours and hours and hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
We, the gamers, we, the people, deserve good games.
Now, Brandon, can I ask you my own question?
Yeah.
You think when game developers make bad games, it's because they hate us?
I don't know if they're aware of it. I think it might be unfair to like accuse them of hating us, but I think maybe on subconscious level they are. When you create a bad game, you, in that moment, are being an anti-gamer.
Yeah, they don't care about us at least.
All I'm really saying is they don't really care about us.
Yeah. All right. Our next email reads, console or PC, you cucks? From fuck you, it seems.
Fuck. Language. Oh, yeah. Can we swear on this podcast?
You can, but like the swear can't be in like a long sentence. Like the sentence has to be probably like four words max.
Okay.
So like if you're in the middle of a sentence and you swear, you probably need to stop and like make a new one. I think that'll help with editing.
I can do that.
Console or PC, you cucks?
Well, I mean, this is a complicated question because what kind of games do you like?
Real games.
Real games. Yeah, if you want to play real games, probably PC Master Race for sure.
Yeah, I think PC is where you're getting just the best a game can be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where the graphics are the best.
It's where the modding community is.
Mm-hmm. And it's very expensive, but like if you're really committed to this stuff, you'll just buy it.
Yeah, if you're committed, you'll spend the money.
Right.
Absolutely. That's how you're really serious about. Because I think that a console is really good to have after you have a really good PC. Because sometimes you want to play in the living room.
Yeah.
But like, there's nothing wrong with owning a console, right? I own consoles.
Yeah, sometimes you have friends and stuff.
Exactly, but it's just a matter of like, you can spot the real gamers because they also got that glowy PC in their computer room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the good gamer chair, the curved monitor.
That's important. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of it.
Thanks for that question. Fuck you. This next one reads, "Hello, gamers. What is considered a fake gamer, and how mad are you about fake gamers? Best regards, my dude."
Oh, this question, it sets me off. This question sets me off.
Does it fire you up?
Yeah, it really fires me up.
Does it really like grind your gumballs?
It really grinds all of my gumballs down to a fine dust.
Just kind of grank that grunksty?
It granks the grunksty all the way up to my monksty.
Well, let's get right into it. How are you feeling about this topic right now?
Fake gamers. How to spot them. 5 tips by Brandon Harris. Number 1. They don't have a gaming PC. Boom, right there.
Makes sense.
Number 2. They play Fortnite.
Yeah, everyone plays Fortnite. They can't all be real gamers.
Number 3. They're a kid.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to grow up into a gamer. A gamer is something you become.
Yeah, it's an identity.
Exactly. Number 4. You've never even heard of Game Milk. The best gamer energy drink.
Yeah, real gamers know what that is.
I drink a gallon of Game Milk a day.
Yeah, we all do.
And number 5, instead of enjoying good, objectively good video games, you're too busy asking these benign SJW questions of which characters are in the video game and how representation works. Why don't you just focus on making good games instead of appealing to the worst aspects of the internet? The small minority just want everything to be the same and for gamers to be erased as a people.
Did you hear that?
Hear what? I can't hear anything. My ears are ringing. I am livid. I am livid right now. Everybody moved on. They all forgot, but I didn't forget. All the people walking around with their I Love Mario t-shirts, they're not real gamers. They're not real gamers. Real gamers are here and we're struggling. We're trying to get by. We're trying to make sure our favorite thing about the entire world doesn't collapse by the society that we live in.
Wow,
why is it windy in here?
That happens sometimes. I think the ventilation isn't great.
Let me see if I can shut the window. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Yeah, thanks. That was kind of weird.
Sorry, I got a little heated there.
Yeah, I think that's what the gamers are looking for, though. It took me off guard a little bit. But I think we got what we needed out of that one. Let's move on to the next one.
Oh, shit, the lights are flickering.
Yeah, I think that's normal. I think that's probably happened before.
All right.
This one reads, "Hey gamers, I've been getting into a new game recently that I'm kind of afraid to tell my friends about. It's an online pet simulator called Neopets. Am I still a real gamer? Sincerely, Newt Gingrich Jr., a.k.a. the Newtster, a.k.a. Genji."
No. God, that wind again. What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's the sky seems to be weird too.
Yeah, turning red. Probably just a blood moon.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe
what I was talking about is Neopets. I mean, what even is that? Some browser game? It's for kids.
Yeah,
it's for
it appears
girls.
to be online based. Yeah.
Yeah, like stuff that's made for kids is made for girls. It's not made for real gamers. Real gamers are the only gamers that matter. Oh, sorry, that's something in my throat for a minute.
Yeah. Yep. That's right. All right. Let's just go ahead and move on to this last one here. This one comes from the United States. Apparently, it's pretty broad. It reads, "Hello, gamers. I have a question for Brandon this week. I really like every single one of the opinions you have on the show, and I was wondering if you could just list all of them right now. Thanks for the content. Sincerely, Grungy Dingus."
So you want all of them just right now?
Yep.
You sure? Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Yeah.
No one actually likes Pokemon. Doom 2 will be good, I think, because the globalists hate the trailer. Honestly, Skyrim VR, I think, is the only way to play. Ivy from Soul Calibur should have bigger tits. I'm just gonna be honest. The bigger the budget, the better the game. Prepaid DLC is good, actually. The developers of No Man's Sky should be publicly executed. I'm boycotting the next Last of Us.
Because Ellie's a lesbian now.
Rip Joel.
I, for one, am still mad about Treacherous Brain. I only play as Caustic in Apex Legends. Get Out was a
Passable comedy flick.
This is the truth.
Media criticism peaked with Amy Joel.
And developer, if you can't take the heat,
Get the hell out of the kitchen.
I follow Notch on Twitter, and you should too.
the market will always
Regulate.
The Last Jedi is a great example of gender comedies. Listen, we tried women movies.
But it's just not working.
Corporate Twitter accounts are cool, and I think they're fun.
Females only go after bad guys, not nice guys. That's a biological fact.
Luigi's Mansion would have been better if the main character was Mario.
Stories milkshakes aren't that bad. Gamergate was about ethics in gaming journalism.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, now I know I heard something. What is that? Why is it so loud in here? Oh my god, what is that?
I don't understand what's happening.
Ah!
Oh my god, is that a portal? Everyone, it appears Brandon's been sucked into hell, from what I can gather. Everything in this house is shaking. There appears to be a large red portal in this living. Oh wow. It appears Brandon's being beaten and brutally tortured. I'm not making this up, folks. Okay. Yeah, it appears he's being brutally attacked. Kind of torn apart right in front of my eyes. Oh my god. Okay. So I believe Brandon's being chased by Satan himself. Just from what I can gather, everything is very red and it appears to be raining blood. Some of it Brandon's, perhaps. Oh god.
Prepaid DLC is good, actually.
Oh, he continues to say these things. Still. It's inspiring, really. Uh-oh. It looks a figure has just stepped into the room. I believe that's the great demon Lord himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is this seat taken?
It is not. I believe my co-host was recently just dragged straight into hell.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm afraid that was my bad, as you say.
Now, if my eyes do not deceive me, I believe I'm looking directly at Lucifer right now.
Well, if you wish to call me that, then I suppose I can't stop you. I apologize for the gates of hell opening in the middle of your living room.
Yeah, it was kind of alarming. I'd be lying if I said I expected it.
Well, now I'm here. I'm so sorry. I had to take your friend.
Now, do you think that has anything to do with what he was saying and, just who he is and what he stands for as a person?
Absolutely, I would say that. What happened there is we had a classic case of a bad take. There were many bad takes in a row, and the universe just can't handle that amount of stress. Now, I'm sure I don't understand how you stood it.
Well, it got to me a little bit, but I think one thing I try to do as an interviewer is agree with everything that the other person is saying to make them feel comfortable.
Well, that's one way to do it. I'm certain how Dave Rubin does it, but I don't know if everybody else needs that. But, I'm not here to tell you what to do. What I am here to do is to dole out eternal damnation and punishment. Now, Brandon Harris's soul is going to be tortured in the underworld forever, just so you know.
Okay.
That's where he's at now. He's not coming back.
Okay. And that's because of all of the things that he said in his life and just kind of who he was as a person.
Yeah, it's he was a real shitlord, and this is what happens. And I am afraid to inform you that you are as well a little bit guilty by association. You see, bad takes in a vacuum are just bad takes. They don't hurt anyone, right?
Yeah.
But what happens when you take a bad take and you have a media platform and you put those together?
I guess that's bad.
It gets out to more people, right?
Oh, yeah, that
And
makes
more
sense.
people are exposed to the ear hell that are Brandon Harris's bad takes. And I'm afraid that you are partially responsible in this.
Satan, I've thought about it, and I think that makes a lot of sense.
So here's what we're going to do. How would you like to cut a deal?
Yeah, sure.
Well, we in hell are having a little bit, well, I suppose what you would call hell. Explaining it to you would be a bit of time, and I don't know if your mortal brain can wrap around or comprehend exactly where I'm from and who I am.
Yeah, this podcast is getting a little bit long.
So I think what's going to happen is we in the underworld are having a bit of a branding problem.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be putting some things out there, right? We're just such a bad press, so we need a podcast. And you need a punishment. So, here's my proposal.
Okay.
I destroy your body,
Ooh.
and I cast your immortal soul throughout time and space. And you're reborn millions of times in millions of different bodies in millions of different places. And your eternal calling is to interview different people for our podcast that we will release weekly.
Weekly, that's a big commitment.
It is a big commitment, but, well, we'll see. We're hell after all. We don't really have to do anything.
Yeah. Now, if I'm reading the situation correctly, I don't believe I can bargain anything at all.
No, I'm calling it a deal just to be nice to you.
Okay. So I kind of have to accept it no matter what, and it's kind of my fate.
Yes, it is absolutely your fate. You're going to die in just a moment.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind, before we die, or at least I die, which I believe is about to happen, you can reach me at Iced Creams on Twitter. We have an email for the podcast. That's ftgpod@gmail.com. Email us if you have just any questions at this point, probably. Satan, do you have a way that the fans can contact you?
Oh, yes. We have actually seized Brandon Harris's Twitter account, Gumball Genesis. So we're going to be using that one. We've also seized his Minecraft account. And I'm going to be using that for my personal use.
Truly cruel and evil.
Yes, I'm going to grief all his houses.
He worked really hard on those.
They're going to be gone. And then I'm going to show it to him as part of his punishment.
Nice. Well, everyone, it's been a lot of fun. Not sure what the future holds, but I believe we'll be here next week. All right, Satan, I guess have at me.
All right. It's been a minute since I disintegrated someone while keeping their soul intact. All right.
Oh, disintegration.
Yes, disintegration. It's going to be immensely painful.
Okay.
Ready?
No.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
My power!
That hurts a bunch! Ouch!
And that'll do it.
Goodbye, everyone.